Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to my space. This is Earthchild Tarot, Sagittarius. This reading is for you guys. This is your general messages for August 2022. We're going to cover pretty much everything as best I can. I'm going to try to get straight to the point with everything instead of rambling too much. The oracle messages as far as your advice is going to come towards the end of the reading. All of your tarot cards you will see here in this little space on screen as I clarify and speak on those cards. So we're going to talk about how you're feeling. We're going to talk about your love life. That's in all areas: romance, platonic, family, work, whatever relationships that are near and dear to your heart. We're also going to talk about your health. We're also going to talk about your money, your workplace, as well as your spirit and what needs to be improved within yourself and the transitions and transmutations and transformations you may be going through in the month of August. All right, Sagittarius, so let's go ahead and jump into your reading for August of 2022. So Sagittarius, for how you're feeling and what types of energies you're bringing to the month of August at this time of the year 2022, you actually have the King of Wands, which I read as Sagittarius. This is very appropriate because for Leo, they also pulled their own card for August readings for the year 2022. So it's interesting how you're also kind of bringing your energy into the mix. Some people read this card as Leo as well. So some of you may also have Leo in your chart, or you're connecting with a Leo and you have feelings for a Leo. But I read the King of Wands as Sagittarius energy, that beautiful masculine energy, the hunter energy, energy of being hungry for what you want in life. And I get the sense, Sagittarius, that in the month of August, you're not messing around, you're not playing around, you are being truly and authentically, I don't even think that's a word, true and authentic to who you are. So Sagittarius, keep this energy up. Now, if this is advice for those of you who do not resonate with that energy, that's advice. The universe wants you to really connect with the King of Wands, whether you're male or female. They want you to connect with your authenticity. They want you to stand strong, stand firm. They want you to not remain stagnant if you're stuck in a situation, whether it be a job or a relationship. They want you to travel. The King of Wands is someone who travels. They don't stay in one place for long. So there are those of you, Sagittarius, you're actually having to move around a lot, maybe at work as well. You're doing a lot of different things for different people, and you're solving a lot of issues here in the month of August. So that may be good, may be bad. It depends on how much work you're actually putting out there and whether you're actually giving the love and attention to yourself towards the end of the day, right? So those are the energies that you're bringing to the table for August. And we're going to see and clarify all of these cards just to find out what you need to improve on within that part of your life. Now, Sagittarius, for your relationships overall in general, you have the Nine of Coins. And the Nine of Coins, I read it as Virgo energy, but it could be Capricorn or Taurus as well, but I read it as Virgo energy. When it comes to your love life, you seem to be, again, very confident in yourself. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who, they make their own way of life. They don't need help. They don't need someone else telling them how to live their life. They know what they need. They have what they need. They know that they are enough. And when it comes to your romantic partnerships, your family, your friends, it seems that you're just very, very independent as a person, and you may not need a lot of friends. You may not feel that you need a lot of attention. There may be one particular person that you really love and care about and you enjoy their company, but it's not like you really need their attention. And if this is advice, Sagittarius, once again, it's the same thing. You do not need anybody. You don't need attention from anybody. You are enough. You are magic. You can make things happen. This is what I'm getting with the Nine of Pentacles for your relationship. So just make sure that you're practicing independence, giving yourself space, going out and doing things for yourself. And if you're struggling within your relationships, maybe you're struggling with attention, or you're struggling with reciprocity or equal give and take, just understand, Sagittarius, that you have everything that you need within yourself, right? You don't need anybody to show or tell you how great you are. You just are. Okay, and that's something that Leo season is definitely trying to tell you in August. And also with Virgo, with this card, I read it as Virgo. With Virgo season, make sure that you're really paying attention to yourself and creating healthy boundaries with your significant other, with your family, and even with your friends. Okay. Now, as far as your money, your income, how you make money, because we're going to get into the card for your workplace, but the core of your reading, the card in the middle of your reading, we have the Ten of Wands. So it seems, Sagittarius, in the month of August, the Ten of Wands is someone who is really working very hard. They're doing their due diligence. However, the Ten of Wands also speaks to us about doing too much work, swimming upstream, putting on too much weight onto our shoulders or onto our backs, in our hearts and in our minds, and some of you guys, this is physical. You're doing a lot of physical work and it could be wearing down on you. And I also see the Ten of Wands as Sagittarius energy. So Sagittarius energy has a lot to do with the backbone, the lower part of your body, your pelvis, and your pelvic bone, your pelvic muscles, all of those, energies, as well as your reproductive organs. So especially if you're a female. So Sagittarius, if you're doing too much and you're starting to feel certain areas of your body is kind of strained because you're doing so much work to make money, you may be stressing yourself out a lot about money and taking on too much than you can handle. So be aware of how much work you're doing and placing on yourself when it comes to how you make money. There may be another way to make money, to where maybe you can work from home, or maybe you need to tell your boss or your manager or supervisor and say, hey, this is really wearing down on me. Maybe some of you guys need to, if you sit at a desk, maybe you need to ask for a better chair or a better way of sitting. Maybe you need to put your feet up while you're sitting at your desk. There's a lot of things that I'm getting from the Ten of Wands here for you, Sagittarius, where you just might need a much more comfortable way to make money. That way it's not going to weigh you down physically or mentally. All right. Now, when it comes to your health, your overall health, Sagittarius, you have the Seven of Coins. And every single time I see coins for your health, that's physical. That's your physical body, okay? And what I'm getting from the Seven of Coins here for you is that there is something regarding... You have to pay attention, Sagittarius, because I see the Seven of Coins as seeds being planted. Okay, it could definitely be about farming or going to an herbal doctor. But I also get the sense that there may have been some bad choices that you may have made in the past that are kind of catching up with you now. Maybe as you get older, you're realizing, well, if I keep eating this food, or if I keep eating too much sugar, or artificial this, or drinking too much of this, or not drinking too much of this, it may not have necessarily affected you right away, but it's starting to affect you now. So in the month of August, your body may tell you in little ways that you should probably stop eating that, because now your body is processing those ingredients and those foods or beverages in a different way now. And there are those of you, it could be that you may have stomach problems. I also see, because in the Seven of Coins here, it looks like the guy, he has his hands near his stomach. So there are those of you who could be having stomach issues. Maybe you're not able to eat certain things anymore because your stomach is just not handling it well. There could be some allergic reactions as well. So just make sure that you are aware of that. I also see the Seven of Coins as someone who can be very impatient or very anxious about their health. So some of you guys maybe, I don't think it's called a hypochondriac, where you're just constantly stressing out about your health, Sagittarius. And you may need to really understand that the stress that you're putting on yourself mentally about your health is also stressing your body out too. So go to the doctor, get your checkups, take your vitamins, take your medications, what have you, but don't stress out about it, okay? Because you're just going to stress out your body even further. We're going to clarify these cards in a little bit. So everything that I'm saying, we'll see what the cards say later. Now, as far as your workplace or your work life, where you work, whether you work from home or at an office, what have you, whether you work on site or off site, you have the World card here. This is Capricorn energy, but I also see the World card as Jupiter energy. It's expansion. So there are those of you, Sagittarius, you are looking to expand your expertise within your company or within your business if you have your own business. I also see this card like this woman, she looks like she's pregnant, but early stages of pregnancy. Okay, so there are those of you who are pregnant, maybe whether you know it or not, you're just in the early stages. So some of you may be going through having to take some days off or take some time off because you have a lot going on, but you're also pregnant, so you may need to take some time off. I also see this again as expansion, having a lot going on at work, having a lot of things to do at work, everything happening all at once. Some of you guys, I do get the sense you need to get some sleep. Your managers or your supervisors may be really needing you at work, but your body also needs you to be present and aware and healthy. So please make sure, Sagittarius, that you're getting enough sleep in the month of August. If you have a lot of work to do, don't spread yourself thin, please. And then last but not least, we have the Moon card, which is speaking to you about your spirit. There are some hidden things, Sagittarius, that you may not necessarily pay attention to. It could be traumas, it could be fears, it could be past relationships that are still affecting you now. And the Moon card, I see as secretive, things that you may not be aware of, the shadow realm. And there may be some fears that you may not necessarily speak about, and your soul needs to kind of go through a purge. Your soul may need to, you may need to dive a little bit deeper down into the depths of your soul to really shed some light on some fears and traumas that you have not yet addressed. There's levels to this, Sagittarius, so you may do some shadow work for a while and clear out that portion of your soul, but then there's another level to that, and it could be family, friends, it could represent your past relationships or relationships you're in now, it could be finances, or anything. The shadow realm can have a lot of energies that we have to address that we may not be aware of. So just be aware of that with your soul. Make sure that you are, if you're not speaking to someone about this, just make sure you're doing the work to cleanse that part of yourself and to heal, because I also see the Moon energy as healing and Pisces energy. So there are those of you, you may have a Pisces in your life that can help you spiritually, or you have Pisces in your chart. All right, so Sagittarius, I'm going to go ahead and clarify these cards for you, and we're going to see what the universe has in store for you and get a little bit more insight about what's going on with you guys, and then we're going to get into the oracle messages. I'll be right back. Okay, Sagittarius, so the cards that were chosen to clarify, or the card, there's one card each, that was chosen to clarify the King of Wands, which is how you're feeling. Again, I do get the sense that you guys are really standing firm in who you are, and you're really confident in what you're working towards in your life. However, we do have the Five of Wands here, which is Leo energy. So Sagittarius, you may feel that you're up against a lot in the month of August, or there's a situation where you feel that you have a lot of competitors and people who are trying to work towards the same thing. You could be working towards getting higher pay or promoted, and you may have a lot of people who are actually going after the same thing. However, Sagittarius, I do believe that you will stand out. You will stand out in your workplace, or you will stand out in the dating field, whatever that you're trying to stand out in to get this reward, you will gain it. It's just that there may be other people who are wanting the same thing that you do, and you may struggle mentally or emotionally thinking that you're not going to be enough or you're not going to make it. But given the King of Wands here, you're going to be fine. So just keep fighting, keep pushing, keep working toward your goal here. It will pay off. Now, clarifying the Nine of Coins, Sagittarius, regarding your love life, we do have the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands, I'm sorry. And this is, again, this is you. I read this as Sagittarius energy. So the card that wanted to fly out while I was clarifying this card was the Five of Cups. So there are those of you, Sagittarius, where, once again, you really don't need anyone. I don't want to say that relationships aren't important, but you've worked so hard in your life and you've been through so much for some of you that you just can't really sit still. There are those of you who don't really necessarily want to commit to a relationship in the month of August, or if you are in a committed relationship, you kind of just want to travel. You want to do new things. You want to learn new things, maybe learn a new language. For those of you who are single, you're just happy being single in the month of August. You're just happy with being yourself and going to work and taking care of yourself. You're not really too focused on a relationship for those of you who are single. Now, if this is advice, this is definitely speaking to you regarding going out, doing new things. You don't have to feel tied down. Even if you are in a committed relationship, Sagittarius, I feel that there are those of you would really benefit from being with someone who's okay with you going out and doing your own thing. They would be happy for you to go out and do your own thing, as long as you're loyal to the relationship and they're loyal to the relationship. Okay, so I feel like there are those of you, you're in a relationship with someone who may have Virgo in their chart and they're okay with being by themselves. They're okay with letting you go do your own thing, as long as you guys come back together in loyalty and respect. And then we have the King of Pentacles clarifying the Ten of Wands regarding your money. So you have a lot on your shoulders, Sagittarius. You have a lot that you are doing to make money. You may be the head of household, you may be a father, you may be a mother, and you may have a lot on your plate when it comes to your money situation. But the universe is really asking you to don't spread yourself thin. Please don't spread yourself thin. Take care of yourself, and the things that you can control them. The things that you can't, let it go to the universe and pray about it. Okay. And clarifying the Seven of Coins, we have the Five of Swords regarding your health. So Sagittarius, like I was saying, there may be a health concern or disease or an illness that may manifest in your future because you're not going to the doctor, you're not getting checked up or getting checked out, you're not taking your medication, you're not taking your vitamins, you're not taking the necessary steps to heal yourself. Don't overlook your health, Sagittarius. Begin to work on loving yourself more and caring for yourself more and getting medical attention, because in your future you may end up manifesting an illness that will be very, very hard and difficult to fight. It may really, really be hard, but if you take the necessary steps and you focus on your health, you will overcome this. For those of you who have an illness, okay, that's manifested. Now, we do have the Queen of Cups clarifying the World card regarding your workplace. So there's definitely those of you who are pregnant. There are those of you, maybe you have Scorpio in your chart or water in your chart. There are those of you who are pregnant. I also see this again as needing to soothe yourself. If you have a lot going on in the workplace, take the time out to soothe yourself. Go to a spa, go for a walk, go eat a nice meal. Go take yourself out. Spend time around people who are loving and caring and who are aware of your emotions and what you need. And be aware of your own emotions. So if your workplace is causing you to be emotionally not unstable, but is causing you some emotional hardship or turmoil, you may need to take a break, Sagittarius, and really soothe yourself and love yourself. Take a nice bath, drink more water as well. I also see that as well for you in your workplace. And I also see for your workplace, there may be someone there who actually really cares about you and they want to make sure you're okay. So you may have a boss who actually wants to make sure that they give you what you need so that you can work more efficiently and in a much more healthier way, okay? Then we have clarifying the Moon card for your spirituality. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There are those of you, Sagittarius, where you need to try to, if you're working in the occult or you're working with rituals or spell work or witchcraft, there's something new that the universe wants you to incorporate within that process, within, those practices. And others of you, I also get the sense, if you're more religious, there are those of you where you may not be speaking on it, but you're thinking about changing your religion or changing how you navigate your spirituality and how you live your life with this religion. So there's something new here that the universe wants to bring to your attention here about your spirituality, about your beliefs, and your overall understanding of how you live your life when it comes to a higher power. So there are those of you, there's something new and very special, and there's a reward here where the universe is going to bring something very beautiful to you regarding your spirituality and healing. And this healing spiritually will also manifest in the physical, okay? It's going to manifest in your body, which is very positive. So now, Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and get into your oracle messages and advice for August of 2022. So Sagittarius, we have ����🪧🧐, discipline. I practice the art of discipline and it brings freedom to my soul. So Sagittarius, discipline. There is something regarding discipline, especially when it comes to your health and when it comes to your spirituality and growth as a person. You need to really discipline yourself to be more healthy. You already seem to be disciplined when it comes to money in the workplace, but you need to be disciplined in other areas of your life where you may be forgetting yourself, right? So bear that in mind for August. And then we have mirrored souls, card number 22. So there are those of you, the universe is saying that there is a soulmate or a karmic partner who is here to heal with you. They're here to heal you, and you're here to heal them. Whatever you're projecting in your life, your soulmate or your karmic partner is also projecting that. So understand that your emotions is kind of attached to theirs. So make sure that you're healing yourself, Sagittarius. Make sure you're healing yourself, and it could be a family member or a friend where you guys are mirroring each other on a soul level. This is very huge. So make sure that if you're feeling negative energies, your soulmate's also feeling that. So you have to make sure that you're working through your demons, working through the darkness in your soul, so that your partner can also have the space to do the same, for those of you who are in romantic relationships. And it could also mean that you need to give them some space so that they can heal and you can heal. It depends. Last but not least, we have don't let your past hold you back, South Node. So Sagittarius, it's time to move forward in the month of August. It's time to be happy. It's time to be healthy. It's time to be balanced in the month of August. The time is now for you to be future forward. Don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on disappointments. Don't dwell on past relationships. Don't dwell on negativity and what is tormenting you from your past or even from your past life. Right, guys? So pay attention to what you're feeding your body. Pay attention to what you're feeding your mind and your soul. Get to work on that, and the universe will reward you for that, Sagittarius. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading.